Okay, so here we have a pretty decent hand. Let's count our high cards. 8, 12, 16. So we have a one no trump opener in most people's book. We actually play a 14 to 16 no trump, so this is going to be the top end of our no trump range. While we are 5, 4, 2, 2, we have honors in both our doubletons. Our long suit texture is not great, so we definitely don't want to open a club and reverse into hearts, and anything else would be a severe underbid. So we'll just open a no trump, which is 14 to 16 for us. There's a lot more reason to not open a no trump if you happen to have spades or diamonds, since basically if you have hearts and clubs, the opponents will always outbid you in spades and diamonds. But if you have spades and diamonds, then maybe you should be playing some spade contract. So when the opponents have a heart fit, you can always outbid them with your spades. So this is basically like a super max for my one no trump bid. Partner is transferring to hearts, and I have a great hand for hearts. I think actually we recently agreed to play two different kinds of super accepts. 2 no is the best super accept, like a really good hand, and 3 hearts is sort of like I have 4 hearts and a decent hand, but not the absolute nuts, which I definitely have. My hand is it's very suited for suit contract play. I have a source of tricks that can be established. I have very few losers because I have 2 doubletons, so they're not going to be able to take the third round of either of these 2 suits. So I think I explained that, yep. So basically, a partner could not really be hoping for a better hand from me here. I did put it here, but I don't think it's highlighting, so I'm not sure why. We haven't discussed what we play over this super accept. Certainly 3 diamonds would be a retransfer to hearts, and then I'm not really sure what anything else would be. So maybe that's why partner is taking a while. So partner bid 5 clubs, which is pretty weird. Probably they have a club void and they're trying to bid exclusion in clubs. Generally, we don't bid exclusion unless it's super obvious. This is a situation where it's super obvious, because if partner had clubs, they could have bid it cheaper, and I believe a jump to 4 clubs is going to be a splinter. So they want to know how many key cards I have outside of clubs. So we play 30-14 here, but it doesn't matter because I have 2 key cards. So 5 diamonds would be the first step, 5 hearts, and 5 spades. So I'm going to show that I have 2 key cards without the queen of trumps. When partner bids 5 clubs, unfortunately, our hand is not nearly as good because the clubs are not going to be tricks anymore. The good news is we still have a good hand. And if partner wants to bid a slam, which he's basically committed us to a slam, if we're off, if I have 2 keys, we're going to be in a slam. So I'm going to expect that partner has some idea of what he's doing and some idea of where we're getting our tricks from. And these 2 lit up, but 2 no still has not lit up. So partner bid 6 hearts. If they had made some slam tries over this, I would not have really known what they meant. And I'm glad I don't have to think about it at this hour. They also, by the way, actually, if you notice, they chose to not transfer back to 3 hearts. So they actually sided it their way, which is great because that means I can just sit here and relax and watch partner declare. I think if they had wanted to, they could have bid 3 diamonds and then over my 3 heart bid jump to 5 clubs to have the same meaning. So they have some reason to want to side it their way now. Likely they have some sort of tennis, which which we can tell isn't really going to matter. But you know, if they have an ace jack or ace jack of spades, it might a spade lead into it might help us out a little. And so these slam auctions are always super hard to lead against because sometimes you can't really tell if you need to be setting up a trick for your side or if you're just trying to go passive and hope that the opponents are going to lose enough tricks. Against good players, you're usually trying to set up a trick for your side because they probably will have enough tricks if you just leave them to their own devices. A lot of intermediate novice players, you know, might lead a trump against a slam because they don't know what else to lead. But I have to say that it's not really like a good decision because most of the time a trump lead will make things super easy for you. Okay, so we got to a very good slam. We have a 10 card heart fit, which means that basically this slam is only going to go down if it's king, queen, third of hearts offside, or if we take a safety play in hearts and someone gets a ruff. South took so long to lead a spade, and we have so few spades between us that I think that's basically impossible. So I think we'll be making a pretty good 6 hearts, missing a key card and the queen of trumps. And my ace of clubs here was completely useless, if you'll notice. So I could have had a much worse hand, and we still would have made this slam. This is a board that I would usually expect to do well on in a match point field, but I wouldn't necessarily expect to win imps on it because once I super accept, partner can see that he has an amazing hand. He has very few losers, and even if we're missing heart honors, it's not likely that we're going to lose more than 1 heart trick with a 10 card fit.